Interest rates are becoming the bane of buyers' existence. Even though rates right now are still lower than many of the times in the past, it's still hard not to feel FOMO knowing that you missed out on 2 and 3% just a couple years ago. Will we ever see a low rate like that again? Are interest rates stuck at 6 and 7 forever? Mortgage rates in 2024 have been playing a game of limbo, hovering just at or under 7%. According to an article in Forbes, for the week ending February 29th, the average 30-year fixed mortgage stood at 6.94%, more than a quarter of a percentage point higher than this time last year, according to Freddie Mac. Most housing experts like Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, Lawrence Young, who's the chief economist of the National Association of Realtors, and many other experts do believe that interest rates are gonna recede over the course of the next year or two. But don't plan on seeing anything below the 5s. We'll see 5s if we're lucky. Any change we see in mortgage rates is going to be gradual. If rates plummet too fast, it's gonna cause inflation to skyrocket and housing prices to skyrocket. So while having a lower interest rate might be awesome for your monthly payment, is it awesome if the pricing of the house doubles? Lisa Sturdivant, chief economist at Bright MLS, said it well in this article from Florida Realtors. Home buyers should expect mortgage rates to move lower as we head through 2024. But that does not necessarily mean it will be easier to buy a home. Waiting to buy later this year might mean a buyer can get a lower rate, but prices are still rising and inventory will still be tight, which means the market will still remain competitive. I've been saying it for months. As a buyer, you get to choose a higher interest rate with less competition and steadier home prices, or a lower interest rate with bidding wars and rising prices. Sadly, you can't have both low home prices and a low rate. It feels like a tough situation, and you're not wrong. It is. But you can still navigate it and win. Remember, as long as you can comfortably afford the monthly mortgage, owning property is a long-term investment strategy. Property values increase over time, so the sooner you can get in a property and start taking advantage of owning that appreciation, that's when you can start building wealth for you and your loved ones. And if you're in Florida and you're thinking about moving to Gainesville, would it shock you to know that buying in Gainesville is actually becoming a little bit easier? I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.